equal opportunity for black people. And then he retired and was in New York. He became a New Yorker. He became a big part of this city.
Yeah.
And he had a son named Kermit, who I think his name was Kermit. That was the 1800s.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Kermit invested his money and all of his father's money with some asshole guy who took it and just left town and just took all of their money, every penny that they had. And so Grant went to visit Vanderbilt, who's outside of the Grand Central Station. There's a great statue of him. I think it was Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Went to the richest man in New York City, who was a hard ass, a guy who didn't care for charity or anything. But he brought what's his name? The sword that was Lee.
Well,
He had Robert E. Lee's sword that he surrendered to him. What? He had his Congressional Medal of Honor and the Bible that he gave them. He said, I want to sell these to you because I have no money. And Vanderbilt said, Jesus Christ, Mr. President.
Holy shit.
We're not doing that. He said, I'm going to donate these to the national museums and I'll give you like he bought them for the nation.
Did he buy his biography? Isn't that what he?
No. So here's what happened with the biography. Is the best part of his story, and it's actually his greatest legacies. But his autobiography is like the greatest ever written. Yeah. So he met two guys on a train. He'd do anything for money at this point. Because his wife was very young. He was broke after everything he'd been through. He was broke, and his wife was young, and he was going to leave her destitute. So he met two guys on a train. They're like, "Why don't you write your autobiography? We'll pay you $1,000." And he was like, "Done."
What?
Oh,
so then, about a week later, he meets up with Mark Twain. Was like his best friend, and Mark Twain said, "Why don't you write your autobiography, your memoirs?" And he said, "I'm doing that for these guys." And he goes, "What are they paying you?" And he goes, $1,000. And he's like, "Dude, what is wrong with you?" And he says, "Give me the book. I'll publish." Because Mark Twain had started his own publishing company because he hated publishers. He said, "I'll publish it and I'll help you write it." And he said, "I promised those two guys." He's like, "Did you sign something?" He goes, "No, but I did. I gave my word." Fuck. So Twain, or his real name, what's his Clemens. Travels to, I think he went to see Sherman. He's like, I need to see somebody who he'll listen to. So he went to visit Sherman and said, please get him to do this. So Sherman wrote a telegram to Grant saying, for the love of God, give the book to Clemens. That's what the thing.
That's awesome.
So he wrote his autobiography, and the remarkable thing about it that I read was that there's like no adjectives in it. It's like all verbs and nouns. The entire book is verbs and nouns because he just says what happened. It's a very well written book, and so Clemens turned it into this special edition that you had to order one. You could get any color you wanted. And it was the first blockbuster book in American history. It made like $500,000 in the first month. Meanwhile, he had a goiter that was growing and growing.
Too many stogies. You always see him with the stogies?
Yeah. Died of throat cancer like right as he finished the book.
Whoa.
And then his wife was made for life. Her first check from Twain was like $400,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think wasn't he buried here? And this monument.
And he's buried in Grant's tomb in Harlem. And when he died, this huge funeral, and it was Northern and Southern soldiers. Southern soldiers were allowed to put back on their Southern uniforms because it was a big thing that his casket was carried by North and South.
It's too bad you can never get away with wearing a Confederate uniform in Harlem these days.
No.
Because that would
get
be a
away
treat.
with.
Yeah, but he was fucking awesome at when Lee surrendered. He was very like, I mean, it was unconditional surrender. Mm-hmm. So he was like, you guys are gonna fucking give up, but he was like, keep your guns. But Custer was a
bloodthirsty guy.
And then on the parade back into Washington, Grant was obviously out front. Custer fucking rode ahead. And Grant was like, "This motherfucker." Custer was the man.
Blonde hair.
If you look into Custer, he was pretty fucking cool.
I don't know much about him.
He fucked up Jeb Stuart at Gettysburg, which was pretty cool because Jeb was the man. And he rode in. He was with the Michigan cavalry, and he was like, "Come on, you Wolverines!" He fucking led them into a charge. That's why they're the Michigan Wolverines. All that shit.
So then you got Hayes, who undid all of this cool stuff for black people.
It's all
and politically,
very...
just he didn't want to deal with it, so he just did away with it. And then you got fucking who else? Then it goes
Garfield.
Then I get Bleary.
Yeah, this is like the Gilded Age, is what it's called. It's all shit.
Yeah.
But this is where shit, like, it goes from we ended slavery to now just right back into just racism.
Really?
Not slavery, but just every law against them.
Subjugation, it became the same obsession as before.
Yeah.
But without slavery, it just became all about not letting them vote, keep them off the
And that goes all the way up until, like, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're just
yesterday.
2018.
We figured it out yesterday.
We figured it out yesterday. Thank God. Finally, Arkansas.
We got a nice little nation.
Yeah. Louisiana cleaned up their act a little.
True.
And Alabama.
My favorite president, just jumping way the fuck ahead, is Nixon. Is my favorite.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's the best. And again, as a character,
yes,
Nixon gave the country one great gift that I wish was like, I wish it was taught, like the speech that Lincoln has on his monument and the "Ask not what your country" and all that shit. The greatest thing that he did, because it speaks more to what Americans live, is that when Nixon was shamed and destroyed and had to leave office, he had to fucking resign. He had to give, after a couple of "I'm not a crook and this is all bullshit," he had to go and say, well,
all right,
I'm going to go. And
still not a crook, but I'm going to get out of here.
Gerald Ford would take the oath of office at this time in this office. And he left. But before he left, he gave a speech to his staff, to the White House staff that was impromptu. It was just on his way to the helicopter. And he's copiously crying in the speech. There's video of it that you can see. You have to try to find the whole thing because there's clips that you can find on YouTube. But I actually ordered from C-SPAN a DVD of the whole speech. And they're all bawling, the whole staff, and his family standing behind him. And he just tells them, look, he's encouraging them. He said, this is a tough moment for all of us. He said, first of all, I don't want to discourage young people from being in public service. He was afraid of what
has happened.
Yes.
He was right.
He said, don't be discouraged from public office. It's a great calling. And he said, and for any mistakes that we made and all everything that's happened, not one person in this administration gained financially from anything, from being here, left richer than when they got here. He made it first, so he defended everybody that was there. And then he just starts reflecting. He reads from Teddy Roosevelt's autobiography, from his diary, when Teddy's wife and mother died at the same night. They both died of cholera or whatever on the same night. He was going from one room to the other.
Oh, yeah.
And they both died. And he was like at 21 or something. And he wrote this quote that was like, the light has gone out and it'll be darkness forever. And he said, so he read it to his staff and he said, that's how he felt, having lost his wife and his mom. And he went on and had this incredible life. So he's trying to say, so he says, no, don't be discouraged. Never be petty. Don't hate your enemies, because that's when you'd start to destroy yourself. He gets it really introspective about everything that happened without talking about it. And then he says, it's horrible. He goes, he says, they'll never write a book about my mother, but she was a saint.
Oh, man.
And I think of her, like one of his brothers had tuberculosis and they had no money. So she moved to Arizona where the air was better. And she was a nurse, wet nurse. She nursed other people's babies for money in order that her son could live in Arizona. And he talks about his father, who was a lemon farmer, who had a failing lemon farm. And then he was a switchman on a streetcar. And he just talks about his parents and what they did for him and all that shit. He just cries. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. And at the height of American experience, destroyed from that height, which is the worst thing that can happen to a person, is to get that high and fall. And he just went, here's how this feels. He just told the world, this is how this feels. This is what this looks like. Yeah. And here's all I can say. And then he went and then he left. Incredible. I mean, he was one of the most influential people in American history.
Yeah. He ended Vietnam, right?
Yes.
That was already
he
about
was
done.
he was fucking Eisenhower's vice president.
There's a guy we know that's a bit of a conspiracy guy, but he's been pretty correct on everything so far, and he's got a book coming out on Watergate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And about how that was a little darker than it seemed. Like
so
his
I knew
opponents,
a guy back when I was first living in the city as a comedian. There was a guy named Frank Gannon who had Frank Gannon wrote speeches for Nixon and was a very close friend of his. And weirdly, he became the guy who books the comedians on Letterman. And when I moved to New York back in 19 or so, being on Letterman was all anybody wanted. So Gannon was the most important person in comedy at the time. And he was a strange guy who was very serious. And he would just come and he'd watch you. And if he liked you, he'd get Morty to come and maybe you'd be on the show. So he liked me. He never got me on the show, but he liked me. So I went to Letterman's office and met him. And I asked him about Nixon because he wrote, Nixon has one big biography called RN that Gannon co-wrote. And he told me that when you get a few drinks in Nixon, he says the same people that got the Kennedys got me. It's the same people that got. Yeah, he said it's the same machine.
Whoa.
that took out. Yeah,
John and Robert
Kennedy
came after him. He said they just couldn't use bullets anymore because it was getting too. They were
That's
on
exactly what we said.
Yeah.
We said that without him.
Watergate was. He said Watergate was something that happened all the time. It was just like, and still does. I mean, it's not like, oh my goodness. It's how things are done.
Yeah.
It's a safe with $1 million in it. What president doesn't have a safe? So that's Nixon's story. That was Nixon's story. He didn't say it in public, because the same as he conceded the presidency to Kennedy, which Kennedy stole. I mean, everyone knows that his father took suitcases of money to delegations and stole the presidency, and Nixon knew it, and he was like, "I'm not gonna. This is not good for the country to get into it." That's why he resigned instead of standing trial, and that's why he didn't talk about that's the story, you know.
Yeah, that's a good most interesting president.
Most interesting, I think, to me. Yeah. I mean, Johnson was also fascinating. He is incredible, knows how to just be. As long as somebody else is in the room. I'm not sure he had any thoughts. You know what I mean? There's people like that.
Yeah, he was like an actor that was like, I guess I'll be a Republican while he was there. And then, which was pretty admirable at the time, because he was, actually, no, it wasn't, because that was in the middle of the Red Scare. He was like one of the guys being like, "You're a communist." He just became the man.
My favorite film of Reagan is Larry King interviewing him after he was shot and saying, "So what do you feel about this guy?" And he said, "Well, I pray for him. He's a sick man. He's just, I found out later that he's."
That should be it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Why are you accusing me of having fun? That was fun.
Thanks for doing it, man.
Sure. Thanks for asking. It's fun.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just do that. We're not going to do ads on the next one. We got to do ads on this one.
Let's do it, yeah.
Can't do ads on the next one.
No, dude.
In the middle of that, you can't drop an ad.
No.
So, Man Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Hawthorne. I bet you think it really stinks in here. And it did. But now we've got Hawthorne. What the fuck? What?
Why are they saying we stink?
Why did they say? And it did. But now we've got Hawthorne to make us look good, feel good, and smell good. Hawthorne makes it quick and easy to be your best with skincare and hair care made just for you. I don't know what I need to. I didn't know what I needed, so I took their fucking quiz. It's super easy, and after answering questions like how much do I sweat and how dry is my skin, they made me a custom box of products.
Oh yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, the quiz. We took the quiz.
How'd the cream make you feel? How'd this cologne smell?
I'll tell you what.
Hawthorne in this email said, Boys. How'd the cream make you feel?
No, you don't want to know. I can't talk. It's triple X, dude. I can't talk about it.
I'll tell you how the cream felt. Made me jizz all over myself. Then I had to shower.
I'll tell you what. I used to like Manscaped. When I remember reading Manscaped's ad, and I was like, I love Manscaped. Stuff sucks. I like Hawthorne, dude.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
I like Manscaped.
Hawthorne's the best, dude.
I've been using. I was just about to start endorsing.
Oh yeah, true.
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's
let me tell you something, you motherfucker. Hawthorne stands by their customers, so if you're not completely satisfied, they'll retailer your products for free based on your feedback and pay for the shipping. So there's truly no risk at all.
That's the Hawthorne way.
Normally, when you're buying cream and cologne, there's a pretty high risk.
Oh yeah.
Right now, there's no risk.
Not at all. Dude.
All right.
Not at all, dude. Look
So
at my
make
face.
sure.
I've been using the face wash, dude. Look at that.
Really?
Clean, dude. Touch me.
I haven't
I
even gotten
beg you.
that. I haven't
Touch
even
me.
received my sample.
Somebody touch me, I beg you.
So make. I'll rub you.
It's good.
So
I would do their cologne. Maybe we should put on a lot of their cologne before we go to our other
To our friend's house.
spray ourselves.
So make sure you're ready for anything or anyone that comes your way by taking Hawthorne's quiz today. So make sure you're ready to fucking, if you're in Walmart, make sure you're ready for anybody.
True.
Go to hawthorne.co and use promo code DRENCHED to get 10% off your first purchase. That's Hawthorne, HAWTHORNE.co, promo code DRENCHED. Hawthorne.co, promo code DRENCHED.
You want to smell good and it's good. You get them smell goods going on.
You got this one?
Lucy,
Yes.
guys, just give me some rap about Lucy. Like, you know the favorite flavors.
I love it. Mango's my shit because although I'm addicted to it, I'm still a fucking fruity guy. I'm still a bit of a fruit man.
Yeah, you want to enjoy it.
You gotta be healthy when you're doing it.
For sure.
That's how I get my fruits.
Yeah, so you guys know the deal. If you're addicted to nicotine.
That's a funny joke.
If you're addicted to nicotine, go to Lucy,
I know
guys.
that doesn't work.
Lucy's safe. It's the chemical. They isolate the chemical nicotine and make it taste yummy.
They make it taste good. So not only are the chemical itself is addicting, they give it a good taste.
Exactly.
To make it even more fucking enjoyable.
Exactly. That's all we can do now is just enjoy ourselves, guys.
Yeah.
So, guys, check out the full line of products at lucy.co and use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. That's lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code DRENCHED. And if you're a listener from Canada, Lucy is now available at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, but also, that's why you like it.
That's why you like it, and that's why it's fun.
And probably the baby was probably on nicotine when he had that quick reaction time to get that guy. He
You
probably
know,
had some
you want to
jaw.
play Red Dead?
Yeah.
I'm forever.
Here I go again.
So, April 28th to 30th, that's this weekend. I'll be in Indianapolis. Tickets are going fast. There's some. May 6th, I'll be in Manchester. May 8th, Leeds, England. May 9th, Glasgow, Scotland. May 12th, Dublin. 13th, London. 13th, London. So this has been a big confusion for a lot of people. The first show is at Leicester Square. I believe it's sold out. The second one is at O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire. Don't worry about what fucking time it says on the tickets or whatever. Just get there at night and wait. I think that's the first real theater I've ever headlined.
Really?
London.
So we're going to do stand-up.
Oh, shit.
At the end of it, we'll just do
You're going to do a bit of a live Stoner Dad, but just never to be seen again. Live.
Little live, dude. At the end of the shows, we'll have a nice... Me and Sid been having fun.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. Bananas. Bananas coming up. North Jersey. I mean, dude, New York...
It's not sold out yet, so get tickets.
Not at all. I don't think it's close. But it'll be fun.
It's a new room. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought it was the tiny room.
Is it the new room?
The other one used to be in... It's not the one by
It's not in the
Bada Bing.
Really?
Now you're at... Yeah, somewhere else. Well, it's Rutherford.
Whatever. This will be
Which
fun.
is right next to it.
It'll be fun. Dude, I've been having... Me and Sid the Kid have been having a good...
The old SS officer. Sean Gardini. I was disappointed no one yelled Adolf at Chris when he got on stage.
Someone did, I think.
Someone yelled?
Someone hit him with a sponge.
I went outside to hear. Yes, he gets hit with a sponge.
No,
so.
he got it with turd, I think, actually.
Turd's one that's tough.
That means you're That means you're an OG fan.
True.
Also, I would like to get Gus the Groundhog going for Nate Marshall. That's what I was thinking about. I'd like for him to be called Gus.
That'd be nice.
Gus the Groundhog. That's his rap name. What do you got?
The Drip at the Stand, Wednesday, May 4th at 7 p.m. That one's going to be fun. It's on my Instagram.
Nice.
And then the Doghouse at Sesh, Friday, May 13th. Friday the
That'll be
13th,
great.
very spooky.
That will be a spooky
Get on
time.
it.
Guys, we're about to go do something could change our lives forever.
True.
Thank you for listening.
Adios. Oh, boy. I think we're going to take this one nice and easy, dude.
Yeah?
Take her nice and easy.
Yes. I agree.
Nice and slow.
We're here. We're joined with friend of the show, friend of ours,
Ally.
Sam Talent.
Powerful ally. Yeah.
Very powerful ally. Mm-hmm. And you kind of straddle both the comedy scenes.
Yeah, I'm beloved by all.
You are.
Yeah, I'm a day
Which is
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a great author.
Thank you.
You wrote a wonderful book
Thank
called
you.
Running the Light.
I wish you would have forgot the name. That would have been hilarious.
I was very close.
Yeah, I saw you. Saw your eyes flutter.
Despite the fact that my room has about 4 copies.
Yeah.
I was right there.
I see them.
It was great. I had my dad send you one of the test copies, and he was like, "Now you're sending this to Shane Gillis, huh? Is that
really?
that fella who got in that kerfuffle?" I was like,
Oh, man.
yeah.
What a nice way to put it.
Yeah, he's a fan of laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sam brought us gifts.
I
Sam,
did.
for those. An
Start
M1
mine away in
mixtape
my
jersey.
bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you want to be a good guest.
Dude,
This is as good as it
Come
gets.
in
I'll
hot.
say best gifts we've gotten. That's no attack on Ari, but
Oh, yeah, definitely. Better
best
than
gifts.
Ari's.
Ari has
Got
some
you a
decent
fucking
gifts. An apple.
Geranium.
Geranium.
Ew.
That's
Something you have
crap.
to keep alive.
Yeah, I'm more of an orchid guy.
He gave you a task. How do you
Yeah.
feed your orchids? One ice cube every
They
2
died.
days?
I got one once and it died.
There you
That's the
go.
one thing that's pretty shameful about me. I really. What's up, bro? What's happening?
What's going on here, Matt?
Chilling, dude. Just fucking,
What's all this mumbo jumbo you've gotten yourself into,
You
dude?
talking about my sebzi, bro?
What is this?
It's my sebzi. It's a ceremonial hash pipe from Morocco. It's not a big deal, dude. We've obviously.
You
Dude,
seem to be making a big deal out of it.
I'm not making. I'm just setting it out, dude. Ceremoniously. It's a nice piece, dude. I just want to show it off. You know.
Well, I'll tell you something, man. I don't like it.
Some of us prize fast cars, dude. This is my stuff. This is what I ball out.
What
on.
is this?
The fucking high spirits, dude. Kia G minor, 432 hertz. See it on the insignia. Rainbow Moonstone with the exact ripple that 432 makes on water or sand.
I heard you got yours off Amazon.
Not Amazon. It's from High Spirits. It's a reputable
I heard it
dealer.
was a colonial.
Here's the thing.
I heard it was a colonist flute.
That his business.
You don't want to put that in colonizer's business.
He's thriving.
Because did they run off the real Native Americans that made those?
No, not at all, dude. They're probably working in tandem with native artists. But Billy and I was teasing him because we all went to this place in Florida, and like, Dad, I want to crush this lady. She has like a little trading post. It's cool. She's a nice lady. I picked up a flute there. Mine was in the mail, so I'm like, oh, let me hear his voice. I wasn't really digging the sound, and that's all I said. Spud got one, and I was kind of like, yeah.
You picked up a bad flute.
It's a decorative piece. It's a beautiful piece, but it's more of a decorative piece. That's what I was trying to tell him.
This needs to stop.
What? That's all.
This is whatever this character is. This is one of my least favorite characters. This is one of my least favorite characters.
I want to do a cover. This lady has a.
Dude, why are you doing this to me?
What are you doing to what?
You know you're doing this to me.
I'm not.
Why are you doing this to me, man? I was just saying how good things were. things are good.
I'm saying they're trying to say that's a colonizer flute. That's a cover, by the way, by I believe
By you.
that's Dancing Moon by Purnell. Purnell's a beautiful artist, dude. How are you talking about I'm doing this to you? And I'm glad
You're doing this
things have
on
been
purpose,
great. Things have been
dude.
great. What are you talking about, dude?
You're doing this on purpose.
What? Cop the
Trying to
flute?
sabotage our lives.
How?
Dude, getting into bullshit.
What are you talking about? Dude, it's a beautiful instrument, man.
It is.
It's an inlet. It's just a pentatonic minor scale. So
Can I hold it?
Yeah, dude, please. Let me. Here,
Spit out.
get the spit out of that, dude. Hold that thing.
Wow.
Feel the power.
You're right.
That thing's beautiful, man.
It's lighter than you'd think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man.
That's
That is
nice,
a
man.
beautiful piece here, the leather.
I've been genuinely worried about someone smashing this thing.
Really?
Between you and
Who's gonna break it? Brittany's gonna break it.
she kind of likes it. I've actually turned her around.
She's trying to trick herself into saying she loves
She
it.
was in the bathtub and I was playing stairs. She's like, dude, I was about to fall asleep. It's you can't. Right? It's 432 hertz, dude. now that I can carry a tune on it, if you're if you're taking a bath and you hear that droning below you, the floor below, you're just kind of like, oh man. I go on my roof deck at nighttime and just put a blanket and just fucking wail so hard on it. And dude, it's
This can't be. You cannot be doing this.
yeah. So like, no one can see where it's coming. No one can see where it's coming from. So people are just probably walking their dog and they're like,
Let me hear it again.
dude. So you're walking your dog down the street and you hear this in the distance. Dude, I might start getting up first thing in the morning, hit people with one of these. Sorry, that's not good. Sorry, guys. I have too much spit in this moisture barrier. There we go. Early in the morning. But dude, it's nothing personal. This is a hobby I'm into, dude. It's nice. I'm not gonna have it every single time. I wanted to show it to you.
Where does it come from? What tribes? What are we talking here?
Look at Google.
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't done my due diligence here. I'm more of a musician. You know what I mean? I'm a music guy. So it's
Oh
like,
no, dude!
What?
You have dark chocolate also. Dude,
I'm more of a musician.
what are you doing today?
What are you talking about, dude? I'm here. It's Sunday.
This is out of control. Now, what's going on with that pipe?
You got me out
I
here
would
on
like
a
to see
Saturday?
you smoke that pipe.
Patreon. I'll save that.
You're gonna save drugs for the Patreon?
I'll probably have to, but I'll need total silence. So if you guys would respect. this
Why?
space. Well, it's a ceremonial pipe, dude. I can't smoke it amongst chatter. I mean, I'll go outside if I have to. Dude, how the fuck was Jamaica, dude? I haven't seen you in a while.
Jamaica was crazy, man.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't really that crazy. I got fucked up at a hotel for 5 days.
Who else was with you in terms of like the demo at the place you're at?
It was a rich people place, so it was all rich adults.
Yeah, I feel like when you go there, there's a lot of like Canadians.
But yeah, there were Canadians.
Yeah, man. When you go on vacation, it's just
Yeah.
you. You're just in Canada in another country.
Yeah.
Okay,
There were
cool.
Canadians.
All right.
British are down in Jamaica a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it was like a...
Man, I love to sock
like
it to a British tourist.
I'd love to
Right in his
punch a...
fucking stomach,
Oh,
dude.
God, dude.
People like keep asking, when you come to the UK, it's like, bro, you'll know when I come there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
There's
fucking
gonna be
problem.
There's going to be a
It's gonna be a
big-time
fucking problem when I come to the UK.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm gonna walk onto enemy land, dude? I never forgot.
I never forgot. If we go and do a UK tour, it's going to be a problem.
It's gonna be a fucking problem, dude.
The IRA might show up
They probably will.
and come back.
They
Is
will.
this bad? You're
No,
allowed to say that
it's
on
totally
the
fine.
internet? You're not allowed.
It's totally
I
fine.
don't know if we're allowed to say.
Now I know why when they're like telling Muslims like, yo, denounce radical Islam, they're like, nah.
No, those guys are kind of cool.
I wouldn't be able to. Like, yo, denounce those dudes. Denounce the rock stars of your religion. I'd be
Yes.
like,
That's the dudes that risked it all to
Do you
fight
think they're
an
like,
empire.
yeah, do you think they're like Italians with the mafia? They're like, yeah, one of my uncles in the Taliban, dude. Talk shit to me.
Definitely.
There's definitely got to be like Italians with the mafia.
Definitely, there's all
They all
dudes
got
from
an uncle
like
in
the
Taliban.
Kandahar province. So like, dude, that's their New Jersey. The Kandahar province. They're all like, yeah, my uncle knew Bin Laden. He was Bin Laden's driver.
Yeah, he
That's
kind of
very
smuggles
funny.
poppy. I do believe that. I mean, dude, how could you let
You
that
have
go?
to be. Yeah, WAPs in America are all like, yeah, I'm connected.
Oh, dude, every single Italian guy I've ever talked to.
Connected.
Exception of
Gardini's a law dog.
True. True that.
Play by the rules, dude.
True that.
Gardini, you got roughhoused a little bit last night.
Roughhouse.
Yeah,
You got tossed about. You got tossed about.
you got roughhoused.
What happened?
Yeah, I did get. I did
He ran into a buzzsaw that was a person,
Oh,
Yeah.
and it was
Sometimes you're the nail, dude. Last night I was the nail.
they got you.
Yeah, they got me.
What kind of stuff were they saying?
It was just freaking.
we don't need to talk.
Just
about
junk?
We don't
Class
need
A
to talk.
psyop, dude.
Was it really?
Yeah, I fell.
Did it work or were you
It was
able
a
to
psyop that he
withstand?
fell.
Was it really?
Yeah, I fell.
Did it work or were you
It was a
able to
psyop that he
withstand?
fell right into.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I wasn't prepared. I thought I was amongst friends, dude.
He
True
thought he was
that.
amongst friends, and he wanted to show us somebody on. We asked for him to show us somebody on Instagram.
Sure.
I think you probably know.
I'm aware.
So he finally was like, "All right, fine," because we were like, "Dude, what the hell? Risen up? Dude.
They
That's
got
how
it
they
in 'em.
became a country.
I know.
They macheted a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
That was a real oversight by the French.
What, to be like,
There was like
you know we're boys, right?
there were like 10 white dudes surrounded by 1,000,000 slaves, and they were like, let's give them machetes to work the sugarcane fields.
True.
These guys are never gonna.
Yeah, they're probably like, yeah, we're boys, right?
Yeah, we're all good.
Like, I know you can't, like, do a lot.
Talk to you about that because there's a podcast on it, Revolutions podcast, and it got scary.
Yeah, dude.
Those dudes, when they started rising up, they would all have messiahs, and they would all go into like the jungle and do like witchcraft with like blood and sacrifice and shit, and then they'd go machete everybody.
Yikes.
Yeah, scary guys.
That's terrifying.
And then those peaceful Dominicans were just like, what the heck?
The hell? We're just trying to run an honest resort
We're trying to
here.
play baseball. We're trying to play baseball. Sammy Sosa.
We're just training our 14-year-olds to be baseball stars.
Yeah, but I've run into this before. In New Orleans, I went to a place that was like this.
Yeah.
It was very like just black dudes in like bow ties and gloves.
It's not fun. They got to
Like,
strike.
how are you, sir? I'm just like, all right, man.
Yeah.
You all right? Are you all right?
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, I don't enjoy that whole setup, and it needs to stop.
And I realized I was also part of a running theme at this resort, which was a ugly fat husband, like a young hot woman. And I was like looking around, like, look at these pieces of shit. And I was like, oh fuck, like, oh man, what the fuck happened?
You're sharp, dude. You look sharp as hell.
I look like fucking shit, dude.
You look sharp as hell. What was it?
I'm having a rough time.
What were the drinks?
What were the drinks? You know what I was pulling up on.
Some light beer?
No, I did have some Red Stripe Lights.
Yes.
But then one day I decided,
The rum.
me and my boy Nikoi, well, I shouldn't call him that. I apologize. Me and my friend,
Yeah.
he was,
That's your boy. That's your homie.
well, chill.
What the hell?
Bro, I just came from a slave place.
True.
You can't call him that.
Dude, I think they should just, like, everyone who works there should be dressed like the Baja Man. And just be in full
That would be much
vibe,
more fun.
full vibe mode. It's like,
would be-
who that? Every time you walk
Yes.
out, you're just like, fuck yeah, dude.
They are in vibe mode. They have to be nice to you. It's
Really?
definitely part of their job. They all wave to you and say hello.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, it's all.
Like
that's
everywhere you're going, they're like, hello, how are you? Like while they're doing fucking yard work.
Yeah.
They stop to be like, hey,
They hit
how's
you
it
with the
going?
wagwan, or is it kind of like
Sometimes the chill ones will hit you with like,
wagwan?
yeah. That
Nice.
makes me feel cool. I was giving thumbs up a lot.
That's actually kind of chill.
You know,
I'm down with that. Fucking
some dude like hacking like a bush. He's like, "How's your stay?" I'm like, I'm just going to get fucked up in a pool.
You're like George W. off the plane. He's fucking.
One day, got a little rowdy, and decided to ask the Jamaican guy what he likes, which was Guinness and Red Bull mixed.
You're drinking rum and Red Bull, dude.
Guinness and Red Bull.
What the fuck, dude? Red Bull's stronger than
And
Guinness.
I was like blacked out, and I was like, "This is actually delicious. I'll have 3 of these." Threw up. Threw up. Threw
he
up
drinks
immediately.
Guinness and Red Bull.
He hexed me.
It's true.
That was a Jamaican hex. He was like, "This is what we all drink," and he was just like, "Here's 2 pieces of shit drinks." I had like 3 Red Bulls. I was just so sick.
3 Guinness and Red Bull.
Yeah.
That can't be a
And then he
thing.
drank Ting and rum, dude.
Ting's fucking
Ting's
nice. Dude.
good.
That's a grape. Isn't that like the grapefruit juice?
Yeah,
Rum and Ting is nice.
rum and Ting is good, but rum is a lot.
Yeah.
Drinking rum's tough.
Yeah, that was my choice. That was my drink of choice.
In college, we all used to drink.
Yeah.
You get like Admiral Nelson's,
Yeah.
just garbage. But down there, they have like good rum. Mm-hmm. But
Dude, Captain Morgan
Rum's
was the
a
top
lot.
of the pier for me.
yeah,
I would try Sailor Jerry's and I'd be like,
It's
nothing
all
was
bad.
as
It all
delicious as
sucks.
Captain Morgan. It's just vanilla extract.
He got me one day. Nikoi.
You got your
He
gang.
got me and my lady.
Was this your point man?
There was a pool that had a bar in it. That was the one we went
Okay,
to.
so your boys, do you hear the wet
Yes.
bar?
Yes.
Fuck, I love that,
Kinda
dude.
just- yeah,
That's
just
worth-
pissing,
that's
just
worth-
Sit there and piss, get sunburned, just like.
I'm telling you what, it's kind of worth all of the horrible historic overtones of the
is,
place.
it
Some
really
of the others like shittily swim up to a stool and pee and drink like a watered down pina colada.
It's the best.
It's all worth it. It's all worth it. We needed to do all that to get to there, to where someone could just swim.
We do need to thank our forefathers for all that they did to allow us fat whites to just
just pee in a pool. Like, that's enough sun for the day. I'm going back to my quarters.
Back to my cabana.
What is this, sushi? Very nice.
So we were drinking, and he was like, "The rum here is very good. You got to try the rum."
Yeah.
And then he poured 5 shots of rum.
What?
He was like, "Yeah, try this one. Taste this one. Try."
It's been not the best.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, not the best in terms of people who are spoiled to, like,
Yeah, I think American weed's probably pretty good.
It is. It's also pretty. I've been trying to fight against the designer aspect of weed. Dude, I went into a dispensary recently, and they're like, "This stuff's like 37." I'm like, "How is this 30? This is crazy."
Yeah, why would it be?
That's too high, dude.
Yeah,
It's being fair enough.
it's so funny.
I hit them in a box of crackers. It's a safe place to fly with mushrooms, by the way. You put them in crackers. It's like they look just like them, as far as. And let's just say we have little four-legged friends that sometimes get into things, dude. That's all I'll say about that.
That's all we can say.
Although it's an organic substance, so it's like, people
You
need
said the four-legged friend was totally fine.
bro. The four-legged friend's gotten into weed before, and that destabilizes four-legged friends. Like, I'm talking like, because I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was just pumped.
Four-legged friend.
He was just pumped, and then it was too pumped to where it was suspicious. To where it was like usually 9 o'clock, he's curled up ready to chill.
Yeah.
If I walked by him, it was full pounce, laying like kind of like, and I was like, I'm gonna take these guys for a walk, and I took them to a field for like an hour.
Yeah.
And just
I didn't know both of the four-legged friends got it.
Just one.
Yes.
Just one. At least I assume just one. And will eat anything, and he got a taste of some fucking penis heavies.
Yeah. He ate some mushrooms.
Dude, it was nothing to. I mean, you got to think animals in the wild just munch shit all the time.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of. I've seen Planet Earth where they like lizards and shit will like lick stuff that they'll like bears will trip out. They do it on purpose. I mean, maybe they don't know what they're doing. But it's not, an altered state.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are so weird about dogs in altered states.
I don't know why, but like wives are such jerks about dogs in altered states.
It's an animal, dude.
I wish wives would get over the fact that sometimes our four-legged friends
Our wife is still
want to see color.
Dude, I mean, he was so fucked. Like, I'd walk by him and he would be laying there and just go, boom, play position. I'm like, dude, chill, man, chill. And it was like no chill.
Man.
So I took him out to the field and we just ran around. It was actually a really fun time.
It's awesome.
Tired him out. Then I made a little fucking bed for him. And I was like, brother, go to bed.
Yes.
And he just slept
You
on
shone.
it. I had to, bro.
You guided him.
I